Long time no see. How are you guys doing? I know I've been kind of missing the last year off of YouTube. I've still been talking on Twitter. But senior year kind of hit me hard. I'm just trying to get the loose ends. It's March already, so hopefully I'll have some more time in the summer before I head off to college to make more content. But I just want to make this video about a simple product that I do really recommend. It's the Snugg battery pack. It retails for $29.99, and it's just simply a battery pack that you can charge up, and then it'll charge any of your devices that run off of USB. So most popularly the iPhone, the iPad, and of course your smartphones, BlackBerry, Android, Windows 7, etc. Anything that can be charged through a USB cable can be charged on this device. Now, the reason why I recommend it, there's a couple of reasons, but let me just start from the fact that I recommend that you get a battery pack no matter what it is. I don't care if you get this battery pack or a Mophie or anything else. I just recommend, especially if you're a smartphone user, especially if you're an iPhone 4S user or an Android user, your battery will drain a lot quicker. And there's no point of having this fancy device if it's not charged at the time that you most need it. My worst nightmare is being in an emergency where I'm either lost or I need to use my phone to call for help and it's out of power. So I always keep one of these battery packs, whether it's one of these, it's one of these larger ones in my backpack, or it's like my Incipio off-grid in my purse, to always have a backup battery. You know, they always say to back up on your computer, make sure you back up your device as well, because my iPhone is my lifeline and I always want to make sure it's charged. And the reason why I recommend the Snugg battery pack. The awesome people over at Snugg sent me a couple of different products, this being one of them. The other one is being an iPad 2 cover, and they make some really great products. I believe they're located out of Europe, but they do have a US store. Shipping was pretty quick, and they also have some really great prices, and that's one of the biggest benefits about this battery pack, especially. Normally when you walk into the Apple store, I know they sell the Mophie exclusively, and I believe their cheapest battery pack is around $35, and it gives you around, I want to say it's like not more than 1,000 milliamps, and that will barely charge your iPhone all the way up. The iPhone battery has around 1,400 milliamps, and this one has 2,000. So this will give you at least a little bit over one full charge through this battery pack, as long as this is fully charged, obviously. Now, the great benefit about this is this actually retails for $29.99. So you're paying a little bit less than what you pay for the Mophie, but you're getting a little bit more of a charge, which I personally call is a bargain. It's really simple. It's really non-discreet. I feel like the design is very simple. It's not going to win any design awards, but it's not going to be too flashy. It's not going to be too, I don't know, not too much of a hassle. I just say, charge this up one night, keep it in your bag, and you'll always have it just in case. It's slim enough where it'll fit into a pocket, even into a jeans pocket if you want to keep it there one day. But I really just like keeping this in a pocket in my purse, especially when I'm using a smaller one. It's very non-discreet, and it's just nice to have its peace of mind. Design's pretty simple. It's just a shiny black plastic here. Probably my main complaint about this, though, is just the plastic that they use. It's just the coating. It's a fingerprint magnet, and it's also really prone to scratches. So if you keep this in your daily travel bag, it's going to start looking beat up unless you maybe put it into a pouch. But this being a backup device, or more of a utility, I guess you wouldn't really mind. On the front here, you have a power button, which is on and off. Top here, you have your USB port where you'll be connecting your cable. On the top here, you also have LED lights here that indicate how much the battery pack is charged. And on the side here, you have a micro USB port. And the cool thing is the Snugg also provides a micro USB cable that you can use to charge up the battery and then use to output the power itself. So if you have an Android device or maybe a Bluetooth or anything micro USB, you can use that as well. So it has a kind of a dual purpose. But let me just show you how it works. I have my iPhone here, and then I have my USB cable. They don't provide an Apple cable, but it being more of a universal battery pack, I guess they wouldn't really need to provide one. And plus, you already have one laying around. You're probably like me and have like 5. And you just plug this in your USB port. You push the button once. You see the lights go on, and then you see the iPhone charging in the background. And the great thing is these LEDs stay on, so you know that the battery pack is always charging. So if you accidentally push the button and don't notice, you won't come back and see that your iPhone didn't really actually charge, which is a big complaint I have for my old battery pack right here, which is really hard to determine whether or not it's actually charging or not. Another benefit of this is it wasn't explicitly labeled on the packaging if it would support the iPad, and I thought maybe for it being such a small battery pack, it wouldn't. But let me just show you. Here's my iPad 2. Plug into the USB port here. Open it up. There we go. and now it's charging. So it won't fully charge the iPad like it would with the iPhone, since the iPad has a larger capacitive battery, especially if you have the new iPad. But it's nice to have a backup as well for your tablet, especially if you're doing a lot of your daily computing on the iPad, you know, on the go and stuff. So overall, I don't want to make this too long of a video just because it's a very simple and useful product. I just recommend you getting a battery pack, and I do recommend if you do go out and buy one today, maybe after watching this video, take a look at the Snugg. It's really affordable, it's a great utility, it's reliable, and it's very sleek, and it's not discreet, and it won't be a hassle to you. I just recommend that if you carry a purse, a fanny pack, some type of pouch, just to keep a battery pack just in case. Especially if you own, you know, an iPhone 4S or an Android phone, you know how quickly those batteries drain, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to keep those powered when you're on the go. So anyway, the links will be provided to the store down below. They have some great shipping, great service. I've talked to the people at Snugg before, and they're really awesome. I want you to check out my website at themacintosh1.com, which you can follow me for some more updates. I post different musings of my mind, and of course you can check me out on Twitter.